Precious here, and today I will be teaching you some tips and skills you need to have, okay, before you proceed to your IELTS reading test. Okay, now before I proceed, please like my channel, subscribe to the channel, and share. Okay, so today I will be talking about IELTS reading. Okay, so as an experienced IELTS tutor, I've seen prospective students struggle severely to pass these examinations and some of the stumbling blocks there. Okay, so today I want to talk about some tips that will help you as a prospective IELTS candidate, or some of the skills you need to possess in order to be able to do well and come out with a high band score. Okay, so the first thing I will be talking about, according to what we have on the board, you know I love my board. Okay, so according to what we have here is skimming. Now, what is reading in the first place? Before we move into skimming, reading is your ability to decode what is embedded inside the text. Reading is your ability to make sense of whatever it is that you find yourself, faced with, what you have to read or what is being presented to you. So your ability to decode them, make meanings into whatever you're reading, that is what we call reading, right? Now, in reading, we have 4 major skills in reading, right? We have the skimming, the scamming, the intensive reading, and the extensive reading. All right. Now, for the purpose of this class, for Ielts, that's IELTS reading, we will be talking about just 2 out of the reading skills, and that is the skimming and the scanning. Right. So the first thing we have on the board is the skimming. Now, what does skimming mean? Skimming is something you call we like to say something like gist reading. You want to you're being presented with an article and you're looking at it, and you know that you have limited time to look through it very well. So what do? You start reading as fast as you can, and while reading you're trying to check the main points and bring them out of the text and all that. That is what skimming is all about. So as a prospective IELTS candidates, okay, you should arm yourself with skimming ability. You should be able to decode meaning out of a text without wasting much of your time, taking time to go through each sentences and some of those things. So what you should do is, as soon as you get your IELTS question paper on reading, what you have to do is start reading immediately. You read as fast as you can. As you're reading, you're picking your points. There is no time to go back and give it an intensive effort. I hope you understand what skimming is all about. So skimming in IELTS deals with your ability to just read that particular passage or text given to you. Now, as you're reading it, you'll be deducting the meaning. Okay, this thing happens to so and so place. So you just be as fast as you can. Grab whatever points they are trying to make at that point. Maybe you jot down something that will help you in writing down your answers. Okay. Now, another thing that you also have to arm yourself for you to be able to do well in your IELTS reading exam is what? Scanning. Now, scanning is different from skimming. In scanning, what do? You just look at this particular text or the passage given to you to read, and you pick the things you feel that are the main points. These things might be the words that maybe highlighted words, maybe underlined, or words that are emboldened and all that. So you check some of those things and you pick them out of your text, okay? And you try to kind of decode the meaning and relate them with the questions you have there. That is what we call scanning. So in scanning as a reading tip or a reading skill in IELTS, one of the things you have to do is look at the text you've been given, check the main things that you feel you should look out for, pick them out. You don't need to read it all through. You don't need to start skimming. You just go through some of those things. Okay, I think this one is important. This one is important to write them out for a kind of for use in the subsequent answering of the questions. Okay, now the third thing I have here is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing. What is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is your ability to talk about a written text, sentence, or even a whole text, yes, in such a way that their meaning will not be lost. This is what I mean. I can say, Obi gave me this marker, okay? Now, if I want to paraphrase it, I might say something like, this marker was given to me by Obi. Do you understand what paraphrasing means now? So you have to have, you need to have a paraphrasing ability for you to be able to decode, to decode some meanings without altering the original meaning. In fact, most times what you're being given to paraphrase are usually other people's ideas. So you meant to paraphrase them, okay, and put them in your own words. Do you understand it now? So you need to have the ability to paraphrase your sentences, your words, or a particular idea, paragraphs, whatever it is that will be given to you. You need to be able to paraphrase, okay? Now, this brings us to the fourth tip that you need to know, things that should help you in passing your IELTS reading examinations. Now, this one, number 4, is summary. You should be able to summarize text. Sometimes a whole text, okay? You might be asked to summarize a whole text, maybe under 1, 2, 3 sentences. So your ability to, okay, what is the central idea behind this particular text? What is it talking about? Your ability to bring out, those main points, summarize them, okay, peg a meaning to them. That is what, it's required of you. One of the skills required of you if you want to pass your IELTS reading examinations, okay? Now, you should also be able to decode the synonyms of some of the words that will be highlighted or some words that you'll be specifically asked to talk about, depending on the kind of questions you make. So you should be able to upgrade your vocabulary. Yes, please. You should build your vocabularies so you can be able to deduce meaning out of words, and you'll be able to get the synonyms without stressing so much. So IELTS reading exams, it's not really so difficult, okay, but it's just complex. But your ability to master some of those tips, like I said, today I'll be giving just 5. So your ability to master some of those tips will help you in order to pass your examination under one sitting, okay? If you have more questions about it, you can comment or you can send messages, okay? I'll get them, all right? So please do not forget, remember to subscribe, like, and share the video so you can be seeing more of TJ Precious coming here to give you more tips on IELTS reading and English language and the literature as a whole. Thank you. Bye-bye.